thank you so much for joining us on the telecast and sharing those details. Meanwhile, some news coming in. The winter session of the Parliament will begin today with a total of 16 significant bills to be discussed, including amendments to the Waqf Act and banking laws. The session will run till December 20. Meanwhile, the opposition has asked the centre to allow discussions in the Parliament on the US prosecutors' bribery charges against the Adani Group. The violence in Manipur is also expected to feature in the Parliament session. So those are the details that are coming in. We have with us my colleague Mahima Kataria joining us on the telecast. Mahima, good morning to you. And the latest that is coming in is that the winter session of Parliament is set to begin and key bills will be discussed. So what are the details that are coming in?
Well, good morning, Ria. Good morning to our viewers. While the government appears determined to push through the Waqf Amendment Bill, opposition plans today the Adani indictment in US Manipur violence. Like you also correctly pointed out, ahead of the 4-week winter session of the Parliament starting from today, the opposition armed itself with the issue ranging from the US indictment of industrialist Gautam Adani to the ruling NDA led by the BJP, which is on the high after back-to-back electoral wins in Haryana and Maharashtra. Leaders of the government and the opposition met on Sunday to deliberate on the session, and there appears to be a predictable change in the mood in two camps as compared to the last session. The BJP, which appeared de-spirited after underperforming the Lok Sabha elections, is in a triumph mood after spearheading the landslide for the ruling Mahayuti in Maharashtra, while the opposition, despite reversal, is hoping to regroup. Also, if we talk about the floor, leaders of the opposition party will meet today in the morning to draw up the strategy for the session, while Jharkhand save the blushes for the Congress or its Indian bloc partners. The mood in the Congress camp we are here is far from cheerful. Nevertheless, if sources are to be believed, the Congress said that the opposition will seek discussion on Adani saga and the Manipur unrest issue. It feels that the government is not taking up the issues seriously, and the government, on the other hand, seems to be determined to push through the Waqf Amendment Bill. Also, if you remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during the win of Mahayuti in Maharashtra, stated and was out loud and clear about the Waqf Amendment Bill and the Waqf Board. He targeted the Congress party that as soon as they went out of the power, Congress party donated half of the land in the country to the Waqf Board. So definitely we'll have to wait and watch that what exactly will be the mood of the leaders today on the first day of the Parliament.
Mahima, do you think that there would be any, whether there is speculation that the government might introduce one nation, one election bill? So are there any speculations that that might be one of the things that might be discussed?
Yeah, for that we'll have to wait and watch, because as of now the scheduled bill for one nation, one election is not yet on the cards, but we'll have to wait and watch. All the eyes are on the Waqf Amendment Bill that the government is hard enough to push in this particular winter session.
All right, Mahima, thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. Moving on, some news coming in. According to the sources, Priyanka Gandhi can take oath after 26th. She has won Wayanad